So last weekend I spent a lot of time reorganizing some of my shelves, but particularly this shelf, which I posted a photo of on Instagram because that was a really bad view of it, but oh well. Finally did that. Tonight I'm pretty excited. I'm going to McNally Jackson with Monica from She Might Be Monica, and we are going to, first we're gonna go and get dinner, and then we're gonna go to the Everlist launch, and I'm pretty excited. So I just got home from the Everlist book launch at McNally Jackson, and it was really fun, but we got there a little bit late. We went out to dinner beforehand, and we weren't like very late. We were maybe like 5 minutes late, and it was so crowded and so full, so we didn't get to sit down like close to the authors. There was another event going on downstairs because this event was actually supposed to be last week, but we had a blizzard, so it got rescheduled. So I couldn't really hear like pretty much anything that the author was saying throughout the entire event, but it was fine because I got to hang out with Monica, which was fun, and Gabby. I am really excited to read the book, and that's really the reason that I was there. And it's signed to me. I can't wait to read this. There were actually a lot of other authors that were there too. Melissa Albert, who wrote The Hazelwood, was there, and I really wanted to like go up to her and be like, I love your book, but I also didn't. I don't know why. There were a couple of other debut authors that were there. Adam Silvero was there. A lot of people. It was a full house. It was a lot of fun. That's all the updates that I have for tonight. Today I'm going to be going to the Holly Black and Melissa Albert event at Barnes & Noble in Tribeca, and I'm so excited because obviously I love The Cruel Prince and I really enjoyed The Hazelwood, and I can't wait to get my book signed and to see finished copies of The Hazelwood because the arc of that itself was gorgeous, so I can only imagine what the finished one's gonna look like. Just to give you a little update, I'm reading like a billion things right now, which is kind of unusual. Usually I like to stick to reading 2 to 3 things at a time, but right now I'm actually in the middle of 5 books. Don't ask me why. It's because a lot of library loans came off hold, and then I started them and then they expired, and now I'm just in the middle of a lot of things. I am almost done reading Save the Date by Morgan Matson, that far into it, so I should probably finish this one up today. I am also reading Jane Eyre, and I am just over halfway through this one, but I really have to like focus because I want to finish it by the end of January because that was my goal, and I can't start off the year missing out on a goal so quickly. I am also reading When It's Real by Erin Watt. That one I'm that far into. This is one of the ones that I had on hold from the library digitally, and now I have to finish it. Also reading The Language of Thorns by Leigh Bardugo. I've read 4 out of the 6 stories, so I'm also almost done with this one. And lastly, I am reading Roomies by Christina Lauren, which I love, and I'm like 60% of the way through that one. My library loan expires today, and I ordered a copy online yesterday because I love it and I need to finish it. I'm like over halfway through all of these books, so I can't wait to get to the point where I just finish them all. I feel like it's gonna happen within a couple of days of each other, and then my Goodreads goal is gonna go from like 6 books ahead to like 11 books ahead, and that will be a good day.
Oh yeah, I'm so excited to be here. Thank you everyone so much for coming.
New York events are very exciting because you're like, hey, why don't we just have a circle and we can all talk?
So thank you so much for joining me. I love The Cruel Prince. I got to reread it in preparation for this, and it's even better the second time around, so everyone should get 2 copies.
I had to read The Hazelwood very quickly because I had to get a copy and like figure out how to get a copy, which was very difficult. I finally convinced my friend Kelly Link to give up her copy. One is that the folklore itself, fairies are not particularly nice. They're, sometimes you'll hear them called like the little people or the people of peace. And that's because nobody wanted to say the word fairies because that would make them come over and then they would like mess up all your stuff. So you wanted to be like, yes, the good neighbors. They're great. Please don't come here. Don't, steal my, poison my cattle, steal my kid, like have me come home and find out that my wife is now a magic piece of wood. Like, the worst. And so in the folklore, they have that aspect. That's part of, to me, what drew me to them, what drew me to reading the old folktales and folklore about fairies. Secondly, I think that whenever you're writing about fairies, you're writing against, what people's idea of them is sometimes. I just had an event where I was talking with, I gave a talk with Tony DeLizzi, who I did the Spiderwick Chronicles with, and a woman came up to us and she was like, my daughter, she's read the Spiderwick books and she's read these other books that have, real fairies in them. And to her mind, what real fairies were you know, there were pretty girls who sparkled and had wings. And for a lot of people, that's their idea of fairies, and you're always writing against that. And so you really have to make sure that people from the beginning know this is not that. When you have all of this magic and all of this beauty, it has to have a price. And in fairy, that price is that dark underbelly that takes as much as it gives and maybe much, much more. You know, the idea of fairy being like a food that's so good that it ruins your ability to taste all other food.
It's like the closest the Grimm brothers get to a portal fantasy, which I love. So it's like these 12 princesses, they dance all night, every night they wear through their shoes. Their father, the king, I think we all know this, but their father, the king, says, you know, whatever man can figure out what's behind wearing through their shoes can marry one of them. And he follows them down this like magical staircase into an enchanted underground like fairy hell, right? Where you dance all night with like these enchanted princes, and it's never clear if they want to dance all night or if they are, you know, compelled to by enchantment. But also down in this enchanted place is this grove of trees made of precious metal, and that image stuck with me enough that I put it in Hazelwood. And then another favorite of mine is the juniper tree, and whether or not I kind of thought of the shape of the juniper tree when I was writing the backstory, or thinking of the backstory for Finch, who is a secondary character in the Hazelwood. So I kind of wanted to give his past a little bit of the juniper tree shape. And the juniper tree is a boy who is murdered by his stepmother in a fit of madness, and then she cooks him into a stew, and his father eats him, and he becomes a bird and drops a millstone on her head. It's a great story. But it has this wonderful fairy tale rhyme in it, which goes, my mother, she killed me, my father, he ate me, and my sister, she buried my bones. And again, that is something I ripped on in the Hazelwood as well. So this little piece of my favorite tales I stuck in there.
So I just got home from the Hazelwood and Holly Black event at Barnes & Noble. It was so much fun, and we got to sit really close up front, which was really nice. So I got some really great shots of Holly and Melissa talking. Oh my gosh, it was just amazing. Alexa and I met up after work. No, not you.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
I have to like whisper her name now because that one always responds. But we met up after work. We took the subway downtown together so we could get to the Tribeca store because that's where the event was. And we actually ran into Emma of Emma Books when we were getting off of the subway. So all three of us walked to Barnes & Noble together, which was really nice. We met up with Rachel of Hello Chelly, who is a blogger, not a booktuber, and grabbed some cookies, and then we sat down and waited for the fun to start. And we also saw a DJ, which was really nice, and we've been trying to plan a dinner forever, and we really need to do that. Oh, and then we also saw Michael of Michael Book Lion and Monica of She Might Be Monica, and it was really fun. Like, all of the New York booktube people were there, so it was like a good night. And now for the fun stuff. Actually, before I show you the books that I got signed, Rachel was kind enough to lend her arc of Reign of the Earth to Alexa. Alexa finished it, and Rachel didn't need it back, so Alexa gave it to me. Very excited to read this one. There's actually a Reign of the Earth event tomorrow night at Books of Wonder, so I'm considering starting this on the train in the morning, and if I like it, I might go there, but we'll see how that goes. As you can imagine, I was like super excited about this event because The Cruel Prince was like my favorite book of last year, and not only of last year, like it's one of my favorite books ever because it's so good. So this whole morning I was just like freaking out, and I was like, you don't understand how excited I am. I get to go and meet Holly for the second time. The first time I met her was when I was actually getting an arc, and she signed it, and I like, little did I know how important this book would become to me. So I was like, I get to attack Holly and tell her how much I love her book. And Andrew was like, I think that you should modify your approach, which is fair, but it was good. I you know, I told her that I read it in July and I was obsessed with it, and I've like mentioned it in every single booktube video that I've made since then because like, how could I not? I just love it so much. And I really need the second book like so bad. These are the things that I got signed. I got The Hazelwood by Melissa Albert, and the finished copy is so pretty. I love all the foil, and then look at these end papers. Such pretty end papers. It says, to Kristen, to a badass bookstagrammer. That was really nice. When I walked up to Melissa, I was like, I really loved your book, and I had Shannon from CanterburyRoadCo make candles for it because I loved it, and I like pulled sense out of it while I was reading, and she was like, do you have a Bookstagram account? So I was like, I do. And she was like, you post really nice photos of yourself in like really cool outfits in front of your beautiful bookshelves. And I was like, Thank you. So that was really, really cool. She was super nice, and I really enjoyed the conversation between her and Holly. I felt like they complemented each other really well. I'm just so happy that I went to the event. I got The Darkest Part of the Forest, which just says for Kristen, Holly Black, and The Cruel Prince for Kristen, Holly Black. So I already have the Barnes & Noble edition of this signed because I pre-ordered it from Good Choice Reading. And then I also got some Bookish goodies. There's this Cruel Prince sticker that says brave and clever and cruel, which is really pretty. And then I also got this Hazelwood bookmark that says Into the Hazelwood. I got these Hazelwood, I'm not sure if they're stickers or temporary tattoos. They're tattoos. Says it on the back here. These are really pretty. So that is it for the things that I got signed. I finished reading Save the Date by Morgan Matson on the train ride home, and I finished reading Roomies by Christina Lauren today, and I only have one more story left in The Language of Thorns, so I made great reading progress today. The last thing that I wanted to show you guys while I have you here is I got 3 new candles from CanterburyRoadCo. Show you this adorable packaging so that you can appreciate how wonderful they are. I'm gonna open them now and then show them to you. Okay, so candles. I got her newest one, which is Reading on My Birthday. This one smells like cake, fizzy champagne, and sprinkles, and it is amazing. I love how bubbly and sweet it smells. It's just like so up my alley, and I'm obsessed with it. I also got Camp Daybreak, which smells like cinnamon whiskey, bonfire, and s'mores, and this is based on The Names They Gave Us by Emery Lord. And I actually already have a 4-ounce version of this one, but I love it, so I wanted to get an 8-ounce version. I realized that I did not yet have her Rhysand candle, which makes no sense at all, so I had to fix that immediately. This one smells like citrus, mountains, and sea salt, and it's like really fresh and outdoorsy, and I think I'm gonna enjoy burning this one. Look at my Beauty and the Beast sweatshirt. This is my new favorite sweatshirt. I posted an Instagram photo of it a couple of days ago, which I'll leave a link to down below. Shannon also released some February candles, and they actually went up tonight, so I have to post about them, but I'm so excited to get some of them. There's a candle for the bells by Danielle Clayton, and I actually picked out the scents for that one because I was reading the book and I was like, Shannon, this is like perfect for candles. There are so many food scents in here, which are my favorite kind of scents. So she made a candle for that, and actually Danielle picked out the label herself, which was really cool. But I think that's everything. I think I might try to finish Language of Thorns before I go to sleep tonight, although it is already 10 o'clock, which is like my bedtime. Hello! I decided to not end the vlog in the last spot because I'm also going to the signing today for The Bells at Books of Wonder, and I'm really excited, and I figured it made sense to include that here as well. I'm like getting ready to head out and take my train and meet Cassie, and we're gonna go and get some really fun looking dessert, which I am like so excited about, so I will definitely be posting photos of those ice cream cones. Yes, plural. We're trying to go to 2 places. We're gonna see how we feel, but in the meantime I wanted to show you what I'm reading. I am currently reading American Panda by Gloria Chow. I'm really enjoying it. I'm probably going to finish it either on my train ride into the city or home from the city. And then I am also reading Leia, Princess of Alderaan by Claudia Gray, and this is one of the books that Andrew picked out for me in my husband chooses my TBR video, and I'm loving it so far. I kind of wish that I would have read it before I watched The Last Jedi. There are lots of places and characters that are in that are also in this, so it's like really exciting. I'm like, oh, I'm learning more. I love it. Those are the 2 things I am currently reading. We are also like 96% done with our Pokedex, which is really exciting, in Sun and Moon. Not Ultra Sun and Moon because we haven't done that yet, but in Sun and Moon. But we need to find somebody that had Litten as a starter, and I need to find somebody that had Poplio as a starter so that we can trade and I can complete my Pokedex because I need to, but every single one of my friends chose Rowlet, and I chose Rowlet, and Andrew chose Rowlet, so we're having a lot of trouble on that front. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on for the past week, 2 weeks, is just a lot of Pokemon. And we're also watching the 2nd season of The Expanse, which is amazing. I was really excited for that to appear on Amazon. I have to go take my train, so the next time that you see me, I should be eating ice cream. I bet it's gonna be delicious. It looks really good. I'm not gonna do it yet. I need to take a photo. This is my my crazy cone. The first place that we came to was Stuffed, and I don't think that I could eat all of this, but I'm going to try. They have one that is like 7 scoops in a cone, and it looks so cool, but there's just no way that I could eat that. No, just coming. So we have our books, and we are waiting in line. We're number like 32 and 33. We had champagne, yeah. But this was like a chaotic event, so we did not even sit to hear anything. We just hung out in the back with the other booktubers. We were antisocial. Yeah. And now we're gonna get our books signed. Hello. It is the next day. I just showed a little clip. Andrew and I went out to brunch together for our dating anniversary. That was like 4 years that we've been dating, even though our dropping things. Our wedding anniversary is like our primary anniversary now that we celebrate. We still just wanted to do something fun. There's a microphone behind my head because we're about to record more Super Mario Galaxy, which should be really fun. But we got home last night and our internet stopped working, so that's fun. But I have my signed book here from Danielle. I'll show you. Pretty exciting. It says, "To Kristen, may you always find beauty, Danielle Clayton." I also just have to show that map. That was a good map. The signing ended up being a lot of fun, but it was really, really crowded, which is so great for Danielle, but it was like crazy and it was hot because there were so many people packed into the bookstore. Me, Monica from She Might Be Monica, Kat from Catty-tastic, Emma from Emma Book, Michael from Michael Book Lion, Kaylee from Kaylee Hyde, and Elena, who works at Little Brown, and my friend Cassie, who does book club with me, as you know. We all kind of just sat in a circle in the back of the bookstore until the like interview portion was over because it was just too crowded to like be anywhere close up. So that's why I don't have any clips of them like talking in the beginning or anything, but it was fun and I'm very glad that I went, and today was a fun day. And then also actually Cassie and I exchanged Christmas gifts yesterday. She gave me the cutest Sailor Moon art ever. I love it so much. It's like punk Sailor Moon, and I have a very large Sailor Moon art collection, so I'm excited to be adding this to it. And then she also gave me this really cute little macaroon pouch. We only made it to one of the ice cream places that we wanted to go to because we were pretty busy. We didn't want to be super late to the signing, and then we were too late to be anywhere near anything anyway. I think that's everything that I'm going to be including in this vlog. So I'm gonna go play some video games. I hope that you enjoyed seeing both of the signings. They were really fun to go to, and I will see you guys soon in a future vlog.